Sport is aflame with issues. Like, will we ever see another USA Dream Team like Barcelona '92? Or another nightmare like Athens 2004? Who would be in the modern Dream Team? And how many of them would make the all-time Dream Team? It's our Dream Team theme, and these are the burning issues. The name Dream Team is sacred, but modern stars might do it justice. Who is the new Dream Team? Let your mind run wild at the possibilities of a new NBA super squad to take on the world at Tokyo 2020. See, in 1992 at the Barcelona Olympic Games, for the first time ever, a USA men's basketball team was populated by active NBA players. The result was a team of such other-earthly quality. It was dubbed the Dream Team. Headlined by Michael Jordan and the courageous comeback pioneer Magic Johnson, the collection of 12 superstars were the standout attraction of the games, crowds following them through the streets. Topping 100 points every game, winning by an average 44 points, they made the rest of the world look like, well, amateurs. Each US Olympic team since that '92 phenomenon has been cobbled together from the NBA's best on offer, provided complications don't limit their availability. In this special episode, we deal with one of the great issues in basketball. The true Dream Team of 1992 set the bar so high. Could any modern US national team ever live up to the great name? With such extraordinary talent in the NBA today, the time is possibly right to be so bold. To set the conversation alight, we turn our gaze to Tokyo 2020 and throw up a group of the best modern players. Let's start with the tall timber in the center. Even though he missed Rio due to injury, Anthony Davis proved he had the minerals to play at Olympic level as a 20-year-old bean sprout in the gold medal winning team at London, and has since become a force in the NBA. Menacing at 6'11" with a 7'6" wingspan, his efficiency is relentless, demonstrated when he set a new All-Star record in 2017 by sinking 52 points in the East v West game. He was awarded the All-Star MVP for his effort. AD gets extra points for embracing his monobrow with such enthusiasm, going so far as to trademark his catch cry, "Fear the brow." Legend. The big fellow is just one of the red-hot starting lineup we've selected. The rest will be revealed after the break. Is there talent enough in the modern era to earn the Dream Team label once more? To test the waters, we've already got the power brow Anthony Davis as starting center. As if any other player than LeBron James could be considered as first pick in the front court. In his era, no one has shown the same intelligence for the game and strength in leadership, nor had a greater impact in forging a championship team. When James played a part in the 2012 gold medal winning team, he joined Michael Jordan as the only other player to achieve an NBA MVP, playoff MVP, Olympic gold medal, and NBA championship in the same year. Says quite a bit. It's dominance that has carried into his 30s and doesn't look like slowing down. Joining LeBron as the second starting forward, we're slotting in Kevin Durant. KD had a taste of Dream Team gold in Rio, where he was far and away the most prolific point scorer in the team. Regarding his impact in the NBA, well, very few people on Earth could deflect limelight away from Steph Curry. But that's exactly what Durant did when he cut his losses and his friendships at Oklahoma and joined the Golden State Warriors in 2016. And you know what? The ruthlessness he showed in that move is exactly what you want on a modern dream team. Russell Westbrook might disagree, but we'll get to him in a moment. Having said that KD stole the thunder when he joined the Warriors, you couldn't have a dream team without the pocket rocket Curry. Steph has redefined mass harvesting of points from beyond the three-point line and has been central to Golden State becoming a modern dynasty. His intelligence, composure, and affable nature would be a much-needed counterbalance to the power and aggression of the guys we've already mentioned. But Steph might have some issues to manage among his teammates, because rounding off our starting lineup is Russell Westbrook. It's been well publicized that Russ took it personally when Durant bailed from Oklahoma to chase championships at Golden State. Fans had a moment to believe their relationship had healed when, during the All-Star game, Durant delivered Russ a lob for an alley-oop. But after the game, it became apparent there was no love in the lob.
First quarter, you and Kevin Durant, you pass the ball to each other, kind of, have some fun. It's all over now.
Yeah, he threw a lob. That's all that happened. He just threw a lob. It's basketball.
Yeah.
That's it.
No high fives, nothing.
Did you see it?
I mean, I was very happy in the draft.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. You have a great time. I see you guys in the second half of the season.
Okay.
Yeah,
thanks, Russ. Kyrie will be right up.
Steph showed he's keen for peace when he threw water over Westbrook and Durant after the West's win.
I'd say all the talk this week about, or not even this week, this year, about them two. At the end of the day, like I was talking about, it's about celebrating the game of basketball, and that was a fun moment to, them connecting on the alley-oop, and at the end of the day, talking about basketball, so that was fun.
Even if Westbrook stirs trouble, as the all-time record holder for triple-doubles in a regular season, any modern dream team would be incomplete without him. So there you have it, 5 of the best. And just for extra measure, take a glance at their averages in the NBA regular season that followed the Rio Games, and imagine the kind of damage that would be done if they were all stacked on the same team for Tokyo. That leaves the bench. Only a hair behind Curry and Westbrook as a guard, James Harden's outstanding 2016-17 regular season gets him first chair. For the work he's done backing LeBron up at the Cavs, earning him a 2016 championship ring, point guard Kyrie Irving earns his place on the bench. Irving's counterpart at Golden State, Klay Thompson, would be equally needed in a modern dream team, justified no less by his 2015 championship-winning performance. Plucking another gem out of the same team of Warriors, we're giving a nod to power forward Draymond Green. And to small forward Kawhi Leonard, who grabbed the 2014 NBA championship with the Spurs. Backing up Davis at center is the Brow's fellow tall man, DeAndre Jordan. And because it's a dream team, we're not letting Chris Paul retire. He's our backup point guard. This lineup coming at you in an Olympic final, now that is an intimidating idea. Jordan and co. redefined excellence in '92. So Team USA has had its dreams, but it's also had its nightmares. The Dream Team. Just the name conjures images of perfection, because in dreams, nothing ever goes wrong, right? And if it does go wrong, then it's not the Dream Team, it's the Nightmare Team. So here's the Dream Team, Barcelona 1992, the collection of perfection. And here's the Nightmare Team, Athens 2004, the Troop of Droop. The team for Athens has been described as the biggest Olympic failure in USA's history. That's a terribly unfair burden for individuals to carry around. So instead, we'll simply blame team selection and the team tactics of Coach Larry Brown. The facts are these. In the opening game of the Games, USA was beaten by Puerto Rico. You know, that little USA territory with a population of 3 million compared to 325 million the USA had to draw on. Actually, that's misleading. They weren't beaten by little Puerto Rico. They were monstered by them, 92-73, the worst defeat in USA history. And, oh yeah, one of those Puerto Ricans was 40 years old. The USA lost twice more to Lithuania and Argentina before winning bronze, but the scars are still there. And that team will never do this. Walk onto the stage to accept entry into the United States Olympic Committee Hall of Fame, like the crew from '92. Although, as you can see, the stage is short some of its biggest names. Most notably, everyone was asking, where's Michael? Fellow Dream teammate and Bull colleague Scottie Pippen was asked if he had any idea.
Do you know why Michael wasn't able to make it here tonight?
I played with him. I'm not his father.
Can't imagine what MJ would rather be doing than attending another awards night. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley were also nowhere to be seen. But hey, we're not their father either. And retirement was no doubt treating them well too. Jordan didn't miss his ceremony for the NBA Hall of Fame in September 2009. Nor the ceremony for his American Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2016. But you know what? It's Michael Jordan. Seriously, he was that good. He could have stood up the president and we'd have forgiven him. After the break, not the Dream Team, the Dream Team. Who's in the ultimate basketball squad? To basketball purists, there will only ever be one Dream Team. Following the magnetic appeal and awe-inspiring success of the original 1992 professional Barcelona Olympic squad, the 1994 World Championship team was marketed as Dream Team 2, and the 1996 Atlanta Olympic team became known as Dream Team 3. After that, as the salaries in the NBA got fatter and fatter, and the novelty of representing the nation wore off for many of the biggest names, the Dream Team nickname was officially abandoned. Probably some smart guy read the breeze and figured it was only a matter of time before something like what happened in Athens happened, and they had better not tarnish the brand. Anyway, the Americans stopped referring to the Team USA Olympic basketballers as the Dream Team. But to most people in most other nations, every collection of NBA basketballers since 1992 has been a dream team of sorts. So on that basis, we're naming our Dream Team. The best 12 NBA players to have represented Team USA at the Games. Before you label it a wasted exercise, because you would simply pick the 12 who stood on the Barcelona podium, consider that no lesser luminaries than Kobe Bryant and LeBron James are both on record as saying that the 2012 London Olympic gold medal winning team was superior to the original Dream Team. No, seriously, they said it. It's clearly not a view we share because we've named 8 members of the original Dream Team in our Dream Team. And of our Dream starting 5, how many of the originals are in? Yep, all 5. While the game has changed a fair bit in 3 decades, we figured David Robinson is our ideal center. Based on a glittering career which includes 2 championship rings, the 1995 NBA MVP, and 10 times an All-Star. MJ is shooting guard, 6 rings, 5 MVPs, 14 times an All-Star. Magic at point guard with 5 rings, 3 MVPs, 12 times an All-Star. And the 2 forwards, Larry Bird, 3 rings, 3 MVPs, 12 times an All-Star. And finally, Charles Barkley. No rings for Charlie, but 1 MVP, 11 times an All-Star, and personality to burn.
3, 2. Hi, I'm Charles Barkley of the Phoenix Suns. Watch me next week on Santa Barbara.
Now let's look at this starting 5 as a collective. That's serious firepower, with 125 points guaranteed before any of the magnificent 7 on the bench trot out to offer relief. We're building an extra-large bench for them, by the way, because we have to spread out some big bodies and monster egos, most of them bruised at being sent to the chairs for the opening whistle. 3 of them were original Dream Teamers, Karl Malone, Scottie Pippen, and John Stockton. Stockton at least used to sitting down and watching because he spent much of Barcelona injured and played only 4 games. That leaves only 4 spots for non-original Dream Teamers. And despite the idiocy of his claim about the London team, we're giving 1 spot to Kobe Bryant. His 2 gold medals, 5 championship rings, an MVP, 2 finals MVPs, 18 times an All-Star, 11 times in the All-NBA first team, qualify him as the alternative shooting guard to Jordan. Gosh, he's won so much. It's a wonder he's not in the starting 5. We're sitting 1996 Dream Team 2 gold medalist Shaquille O'Neal on the bench next to Kobe. Admittedly, they didn't get along terribly well for much of their careers. But in a Dream Team, there's nothing but harmony. And they did seem to sort things out later in life. Anyway, Shaq is in for his 4 rings, 1 MVP, 3 finals MVPs, 15 times at All-Star, and 8 All-NBA first teams. And with his versatility, he can alternate with Robinson in the center. Plus, he's also the team mascot because he's such a funny guy. For a bit of 3-point shooting prowess, the 1996 gold medalist Reggie Miller gets into the 11th spot, and that leaves just 1 spot. Not Allen Iverson. Actually, we were going to ban anyone who played in the Athens debacle from getting on our Dream Team. But then we figured LeBron James was only 19 when he headed off to his first games, and he surely couldn't be blamed for losing. Plus, he did redeem himself somewhat in the ensuing years, with a couple of gold medals in 2008 and 2012. And we won't mention all his rings and MVPs and All-Star games, because unlike the others, he's still adding to them. So there it is, our Dream Team. With apologies to Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler, Chris Mullin and Christian Laettner, who were in the originals. Modern stars like Westbrook, Durant, Harden, and a host of NBA greats across time, like Peyton, Hill, Hardaway, Richmond, Olajuwon, Iverson, Duncan, Anthony, George. While there might be the talent, the new guys have to commit to earn the name. Will we ever see another Dream Team? So at the top of the show, we mused over who would be in the Dream Team of 2020. But maybe the better question is whether today's superstars of basketball really care enough about Olympic basketball to commit to a squad worthy of the name Dream Team. You only have to look at the excuse after excuse trotted out before Rio to realize that playing for the mighty USA doesn't have quite the appeal of playing for the mighty dollar. LeBron James called on a bit of history, reminding anyone who'd forgotten that he played in the last 6 NBA Finals series in a row, and that his body needed a rest after a glut of court time. Steph Curry was perfectly fit enough, but decided that because he had previously suffered injuries, he wanted to make sure he was fully rested so he could focus on next season. The one we liked best, though, was LaMarcus Aldridge, who pulled out because of a lingering finger injury. Nothing worse than a lingering finger. The brow, Anthony Davis, had the most legitimate excuse. He was recovering from knee surgery. Chris Paul's hand and Blake Griffin's quad had both cut their season short, so a decent rest was fair enough. Russell Westbrook and James Harden both said they were pulling out after consulting with their families, whatever that meant. And Kawhi Leonard released a statement saying he was out, but didn't bother saying why. Collectively, it seemed all of these stars were sending a message about Olympic basketball, and it may have had something to do with LaMarcus Aldridge's lingering finger. Still to come, Dream Team bad boys, and the biggest one might surprise you. Although modern-day NBA stars are notably nicer than their predecessors, there are still some bad boys of basketball you wouldn't mess with. For example, you can see in the way Russell Westbrook plays that he has boundless aggression. Foolishly, Golden State Warrior Zaza Pachulia chose not to heed the warning signs. In early 2017, Westbrook was flattened by Pachulia during a game, a flagrant foul. When asked afterwards what Russell planned to do about it,
I don't know. He hit me on the heart, but sorry, I'm gonna get his ass back. Straight up.
that look in Russ's eye, he means it for sure. Another modern maverick is DeMarcus Cousins. At almost 7 feet, Cousins is an imposing figure on the court. And he's no gentle giant. In early 2017, not long after signing to the Pelicans, he picked up his 15th technical foul for the season by shoving Chicago Bulls assistant coach Jim Boylan. 15 is the lucky number that earns a player an automatic suspension and a $5,000 fine. Only 2 days earlier, during a Pelicans win over the Golden State Warriors, Cousins had been fined for giving the bird to an opposition fan and yelling, "Golden State." While they have fire in the belly, if you want to find the truly bad and the ugly, you gotta go back. On paper, the baddest of them all is Rasheed Wallace. Wallace smashed the record for technical fouls in 2000-2001 by earning 41 in a regular season. That's more than one every 2 games. Wallace bulldozed his way to 317 tech fouls over his career. The nearest to that, with 212 for his career, is ex-Bull Dennis Rodman. It may offend a few of you, but one of the baddest was, and still is, Michael Jordan. It's fitting Jordan played most of his career with the Bulls, because the raging animal suits MJ's personality. The reason he was so damn good is because he was so damn competitive. Jordan's list of antagonisms is long, including once calling 5'3" Muggsy Bogues a midget during a Bulls game against the Hornets. But Jordan's worst offense came during his college days playing for North Carolina. Then teammate Buzz Peterson reportedly invited MJ around to play a game of cards with Peterson's mum. It's such a sweet image and was for no money. But when the old girl got up to go to the bathroom, Peterson caught Jordan trying to cheat by looking at his mum's cards.
You will not be